Chosen one, this is not just another moment. It's a divine alarm echoing through your spirit. Heaven itself is sounding the call, and God is speaking directly to you. This is not advice, not suggestion. It's a sacred mandate. The throne of heaven has released a divine wealth covenant, a heavenly contract bearing your name, and right now, the door to that covenant stands wide open. This isn't emotional hype. It's heaven's official summons. God is declaring, I want you blessed. I created you for increase, not for struggle. I designed you for abundance, not survival. I am placing a covenant of overflow in your hands, but you must take it now. Delay is denial. Hesitation is forfeiture. If you scroll past this moment, you risk missing the divine setup written into your destiny. The atmosphere around you is shifting. The spiritual climate has changed. You are standing on holy ground, the very place where poverty breaks and purpose awakens. This is not random. This is not coincidence. This is your divine encounter. God is not playing games with your calling. The very blessings you've prayed for, fasted for, and sown into, they're ready for release. The wealth you've dreamed of but couldn't reach is now being unlocked. But this blessing requires one thing: your yes. Your obedience is the master key that opens the heavenly vault. Don't analyze it away. Don't reason it to death. Just say yes. Pause for a moment. Step into faith. Smash that like button, not for attention, but as a prophetic act of agreement. Subscribe so this word can reach the 80,000 other chosen ones waiting for confirmation of their season. And in the comments, drop the number 99, not for show, but as a prophetic declaration that tells heaven you're ready. Ready to receive, ready to walk in your divine inheritance, ready to stop surviving and start thriving. The struggle has been long. You've carried silent burdens, stress from overdue bills, the fear of unexpected calls, the shame that hits every time you open your bank app. But God saw it all, and today He says enough. Heaven has not ignored your pain. It is confronting it with divine authority. The first clause in your heavenly contract, debt cancellation, not only financial debt but spiritual debt too, because debt is more than money, it's weight. It steals confidence, pollutes peace, and muffles worship. But when God cancels debt, He cancels all of it. No leftover fees, no lingering shame. The blood of Jesus wipes it completely clean. You're not just getting relief, you're stepping into release. God is breaking the back of lack and propelling you into liberty. What was once impossible has now become inevitable. This is not a simple exchange. It's a divine covenant signed in the blood of Jesus, sealed with the favor of God. You're not begging, you're inheriting. The balance is zero. The burden is lifted. The shame is shattered. The story is changing. You once looked at your life and saw emptiness, decline, rejection, and silence. But heaven sees differently. What you called the end, God calls the foundation. He builds His greatest moves on the very ground where everything seems gone. The world looks at zero and sees failure. But God looks at zero and says, now we begin. You were never being broken. You were being built. You weren't being rejected. You were being rooted. You weren't poor. You were being positioned. Every hard season was divine training. You learned how to stretch a dollar, wear strength like a smile, and keep functioning under pressure. That wasn't punishment. It was preparation. And now God declares, I trust you with everything. You're rising, not by your hustle, but by covenant. Heaven is reconstructing your systems, reprogramming your habits, restoring your income, and resetting your mindset. This is more than financial recovery. It's a complete internal reformation. You are being positioned as a lender, not a borrower, shifting from stress to surplus, from lack to leadership. This isn't just about paying bills, it's about breaking bloodline patterns. God isn't just providing, He's transforming. Poverty is no longer your portion. Scarcity is not your story. Lack is not your legacy. Your generational inheritance is being rewritten in real time. The curse stops with you. What trapped your parents will not touch you. You're not struggling anymore. You're stewarding. Doors that once closed because of lack are now swinging open because of favor. You're about to step into rooms you couldn't buy your way into, opportunities you couldn't earn, blessings you never even dared to ask for. You're moving from surviving to sovereign, from scraping to overflowing. The new normal is abundance, not reckless spending, but relentless supply. Every time you think you're empty, heaven will refill. Overflow will no longer be a miracle. It will be your rhythm. Your bank account will begin to preach. Your numbers will testify of God's glory. Expect divine deposits, surprise checks, settlements, partnerships, and unexpected funding, all orchestrated by heaven's economy. Not because of your grind, but because of your God. Your obedience unlocked a portal, and now heaven is backing your vision. The days of panic are over. Your statements won't spark fear. They'll spark praise. Wealth will no longer own you. It will serve your purpose. You'll fund missions, cancel debts, build schools, and strengthen ministries. You'll stop praying just for provision and become the answer to someone else's prayer. Because now, God is using money as a microphone, and you are the message. You will be living, breathing evidence that when God signs the deal, everything changes. But God isn't just giving, He's restoring. Every tear you cried while others seemed to rise, every dollar stolen, every opportunity delayed, every betrayal that broke your heart, every no that crushed your hope, He's redeeming it all. And not merely returning it, but restoring it, multiplied, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. What the enemy crafted for harm, God is transforming into profit. Time lost is becoming wisdom gained. Betrayals are turning into divine redirections. Lost income is being resurrected as supernatural increase. You're not merely stepping into restoration, you're walking into restitution. The comeback will outweigh every loss. For years, you've labored in silence, pushing, believing, encouraging others while carrying private battles no one knew. But God saw every unseen tear and every quiet victory. And now, He declares, your hidden season has expired. He's launching you, not for attention, but for assignment. This is not fame. It's fulfillment. The world is about to witness the fruit of what was forged in fire. Every seed you sowed in silence is about to bloom in public. Clients will find you. Investors will call. Streams of income will multiply. Not because you chased success, but because favor chased you. Your name is being whispered in rooms you've never entered. Real estate miracles, deeds, titles, and keys will soon bear your name. Not for vanity, but for victory. Ownership is your portion. Generational wealth is your inheritance. Your children will walk on land you purchased, and they will build upon the ground where you broke through. You're not just buying a house, you're establishing dominion. You're no longer leasing, you're leading. This divine wealth covenant carries more than money. It includes legacy, land, and longevity. And heaven isn't done. Angels have been assigned to your blueprint. Supernatural investors are being positioned to fund your purpose. The help you need won't just come from people. It will come from heaven itself. Expect favor that defies logic. Expect doors to open that you never applied for. God is funding what He favors, and He favors you. Gone are the days when your ideas died in journals. This is the season of launching. You won't have to beg for support. You'll birth movements. God isn't just giving you money. He's giving you a model, not just vision, but infrastructure. Heaven is your bank, and your purpose has a budget. Get ready for divine downloads, million-dollar strategies, and anointed execution. The guessing is over. You are the funding. You're not chasing money. You're becoming a financial system. You won't burn out trying to be blessed. You'll still work, but your work will be anointed. What once took 10 years will now take 10 weeks. You've entered grace mode, not grind mode. Heaven is handling the heavy lifting. You showed up in obedience, now watch overflow show up for you. Let the record show. You didn't chase the bag chased you. God doesn't hire without compensation, and you're now on heaven's top-tier payroll. Not just to be paid back, but to be paid forward, to fund others, sow into systems, and become someone's miracle. Every no you faced wasn't rejection. It was redirection. God blocked what you begged for because he had better. Every closed door was his way of saying, wait for the right one. Now, a divine yes is being released, and it will break open every locked gate. What once seemed unreachable is now unavoidable. You've outgrown survival. Welcome to your season of abundance. The old contract of struggle has been shredded. You now live under covenant, a covenant of provision, peace, and purpose. God has revised your story. You're not cursed, you're covered. The narrative has shifted. Heaven is editing your history and writing a brand new ending. The page has turned. This is your wealth chapter. The sound of your voice will shatter ceilings. Your declarations will unlock realms. You're not just speaking, you're shifting atmospheres. So speak it, declare it, release it. Because when your sound aligns with God's, miracles move. Get ready, this isn't hype. This is heaven. The contract is real, the covenant is signed, and your name is written on it. Don't walk, run into it.